it looks like it finally happened. G4 has presumably fired, laid off, let go of Frosk. Again, presumable. Let's just dive right into this video. So this is what some evidence we have so far, right? I noticed on my Twitter feeds late last night, I saw some tweets saying, G4 fired Frosk. It looks like G4 fired Frosk. And when you look at her profile on Twitter, you can see she does not have host for G4 in her bio at all. That said, she does have the G4 YouTube channel still linked in her bio. So that could have just been a mistake forgetting to take that off. Or perhaps maybe she's actually still there. Maybe she's in discussions. Who knows? I don't have the entire details. But it definitely looks like she's gone. And there haven't been any tweets discussing this. I don't see any subtweets, nothing. She shares this meme about the GTA leaks, Cake City. She retweeted this, must have been today, because this was her last tweet last night. And so she retweets this. Yeah, I mean, this retweet was only 49 minutes old. She retweeted this, which is some League esports lineup. She's not even on it, but, you know, she's worked with League before, so she's got some friends. Most likely she's friends with a lot of people on this, and she's showing her support. But it looks like she's gone. And for those who aren't completely clued in on what the crap, who is she, what's going on, I have made videos on this already in the past. One of them very recently, the one addressing this tweet, which now seems to be getting more traction after this alleged firing has been circulating. So basically, she got some information wrong on G4 about some games, about the PlayStation. She was corrected on it. It made her upset. She had some people in chat saying she wasn't attractive or whatever it may be. And she snapped. She snapped and called the viewer-based misogynist. This is what happens a lot. Like I said in my videos, what happens when you hire activists for gaming jobs instead of people actually passionate about gaming. So then, G4's only been launched since November, right? And it's been less than a year. And they have already gone through so many issues ever since her rant about gamers being sexist. So, after that happened, viewership tanked. 20 to 30 people were laid off recently, unexpectedly. They even showed up ready to work. The day after that happened, and she goes back in to film some stuff, she makes this tweet that says, I survived. Kind of an own. She thinks she's making an own to her haters. And this was completely disrespectful and disgusting, quite frankly, to those who were laid off. So now, without her having G4 in her bio, it looks like some consequences are occurring here. But it's also possible that they wouldn't want G4 in her name just because, like, they were already dealing with enough of crap as it is. So if they kept her on board, they might say, dude, can you please lay off of speaking on behalf of G4 or as a part of G4, or, like, let's separate you from that. But to me, it looks like she definitely lost her job. That'd be my opinion. So a lot of people are, quote, tweeting this, I'll take things that didn't age well for 1,000, Alex. Yeah, she's being memed. They're pointing out no more G4. And a ton of social commentary channels are making videos about this. And yeah, run from them, Frosk. Oh, this is because, yeah, she went through a deleting phase. This is her old bio where she had G4TV. It was the first thing in her bio. Now it's not there at all. Now, how I feel about this kind of situation, y'all know I already don't like to see people fired or laid off of their job over opinions that they have, but this goes so much beyond that. This goes so much further than that. She did effectively plummet G4's viewership by coming at her viewers like that. Not even her viewers, but G4's viewers, for coming at gamers like that. You can't insult your target audience and expect to see success in that. But I think that's where a lot of the disconnect is, and a lot of these activists who are only in the gaming space to promote a message and to send a message and to share a message instead of actually just caring about the games. I feel like they're so disconnected from reality, and they think that a lot of their just outright insane views of society, of people, they think that that's actually a popular opinion, or they think that most agree with it, or they think it's even a sane opinion. But something as outlandish as to call gamers as a whole misogynist and sexist, that's just absolutely an absurd type of statement to make. So this goes far beyond just, okay, here's somebody who has certain views that I may not agree with, right? If it was just, okay, she's a super woke person who has her own activist thoughts that she shares on Twitter sometimes that isn't attacking her viewer base, then yeah, she shouldn't have to have any backlash from that. She shouldn't be fired for that. She should be allowed to have whatever opinions that she wants, as long as she is not directly harming people and not slandering people, so on and so forth. But this just isn't a case of that. I think this obviously absolutely needed to happen, especially after this situation, which I feel like this is even more egregious than what she already did before. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to throw a party and laugh and have a happy time. Other people are, and I don't even blame them. It's kind of a natural reaction to want to have. But I don't like to rejoice in people's suffering. I just don't. Even if they deserve it, I have a hard time with that. And I think some of my viewers, y'all want to see me go in. Y'all want to see me roast people a lot more than I do. But, as much as I have no qualms in hopping on my channel and going after an opinion, going after a way of thinking, or going after something that I don't like, and calling out lunacy in a way of thinking and in an opinion, yeah, I could do that, and I no problems. But when it comes to actually talking about flawed human beings, which we all are, I do have a lot harder of a time because, while again, I think this is deserved, I just can't celebrate in somebody's shortcomings, in somebody's downfall, and somebody's misfortune, so on and so forth. So the whole thing for me is I feel like justice is served in this kind of situation, but hey, it still sucks that it had to happen. But I hope at the end of the day that she can learn a lesson from this. As someone myself too, who used to do a ton of hosting for different gaming companies. Over the years, I have branched off and become more independent, especially since I have been a lot more vocal about a lot of my own personal opinions on life, on society, and all that stuff. Because when you're in a hosting business, you definitely have to have a little bit more of a filter versus how you normally would be, because whenever you are front-facing with a company, then it does make things more difficult. You can say some stuff, but there's still some sort of limits. And after 13 years in this business, I made the decision of, hey, you know what? After GameStop TV laid off all of their hosting crew, which included me, I thought, you know what? I'm not restricted right now. I'm not representing a brand. I am going to go ahead and just let loose. That's why I even started this Melanie Mac Go Boom channel a few months ago. And it's been fun. It's actually been a lot more fun for me. I still enjoy hosting stuff, and hey, if I get opportunities down the road, I would love those. But I am having a lot more fun now being able to make my content just unfiltered, just my raw opinions, and not have to worry about people trying to cancel me and calling headquarters, and that's a whole other. I've already went on this tangent on my videos, my very first upload, if you guys want to see that, because that is quite the story. And I don't see her having many opportunities to host and represent other companies. I don't think it would be smart for any other companies to be hiring her, especially in the gaming space, after what she did. And she's already responsible for most of the downfall of G4. Even with them firing her, I don't think they're even going to be able to recover. So she did a lot of damage. She's going to be a liability to anybody who hires her. So either she's going to have to hit the political space in general and be a political commentator for a company, or she needs to focus on just creating independent content. There's plenty of blue hairs out there and woke people out there who very well may watch her stuff. We'll see. I think she could go that avenue if she wanted. So anyway, that's my video for today. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.